Welcome, it's another wonderful edition on ULAFF Today. A big thank you to all of our viewers who are so addicted to the show. Don't worry, it's a good addiction. Don't disturb yourself. You don't need to see a doctor for it. It's a very good one because it's healthy for you. And also to those that watch all of our repeat episodes on YouTube with your comments, your likes. You guys, you don't know what you're doing to me. Like, you're touching something sensitive in my body. Like, you're making me feel like, this is so big to me. I love you guys so much. All right, as individuals, we are always moved to meet people who are successful in life. We keep dreaming that, okay, this person is doing so well with it to our life, and I look forward to the day we're going to meet in person. But you know what? A lot of people, when they get to meet their role models, what they take to is arms begging. We call it bambiala. Bambiala. I tell you, it's a very, very big mistake you can make as an individual when you meet your role model and all you can do, all you can think of is to beg for money, give me 5K, bros, I'll visit 10K, That's actually not the essence of meeting role models. These are people that could add values to your life. There's more to life than crumbs. So don't get it twisted. Don't always be carried away. Even if the person is not even be a trillionaire. Don't let money be the first thing that comes to your mind when you get to meet them. Exactly. So I know you can do better. Even if you've been doing it like that before, it's because you didn't know. It's not like I'm blaming you. You can just do better and better. All right. So today on the show we have so much put together for your enjoyment. Don't forget the news is coming right after this break. It's gonna be hot. You need to see the things that have happened in the course of the week. And also we're gonna be having the special guest feature. Who are we having on the show today? All right, just let's keep it locked down. And also the word on marble, those deep inspiring words from the depth of my heart from me to you. Okay, don't worry, don't let's go there yet. Let me just go on this short break, and when I come back, we'll get straight into business. See you laugh today. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back, and here is the news. And first, the headlines. The United Nations agencies calls for ban on female virginity testing. Akpabio and Saraki clash over Senate sitting position. Kenyan women kick against bar attendant who allegedly sleeps with their husbands. And now the news in full. A group of United Nations agencies have issued a joint statement calling for the ban of virginity testing in females. According to the group, they feel there is no scientific explanation for this, as it is often humiliating, painful, and unnecessary. The inspection of the female genitals to determine if she had sex in time past is only done to satisfy the selfish interest of a few people. They said this has been researched in over 20 countries and it has to come to an end because indeed there is no way to prove if the lady has had sex in time past. Wow. But seriously, this is not fair on the female gender, right? What are you looking for? You say you are looking for, trying to test a woman's virginity to know if she fits into a particular value system. But let's be very kind. Let's be very candid. When will they discover a way to test for a man's virginity? Men just think they can wait. It's very easy. If you want to be testing females, like, let's balance it. If you want to make it a standard, because this thing is it's annoying. I'm taking it personally. If you don't mind me, it's not like it's nonsense. Just be testing because I just say like you are taking advantage of women. See. If you have been through that before, on behalf of those that did it to you, I'm sorry. We are very, very sorry. It's not normal. The Nigerian Senate was thrown into a rowdy session some days ago when Senate President Bukola Saraki asked former minority leader Godswill Akpabio to move to the seat allocated to him before he could make any contribution. Akpabio saw this as an embarrassment on his person, and it led to a war of words for over 30 minutes. According to reports reaching us, Akpabio was using the seat which he was allocated as a minority leader, and that didn't go well with the Senate president. Akpabio, talking to newsmen after the Senate sitting, he said, for him to have vacated his office as a minority leader after defecting to the All Progressive Congress, he feels the Senate president should also do the same and vacate his office with immediate effect. Well, let's see how this goes, because this defection from APC to PDP, PDP to APC, everything is causing confusion. But the one we are expecting and we have not seen is the one-on-one. I don't know. Am I the only one that has missed all those, but now it's just ordinary, you do me, let's make it personal. Let's even see who can spar. Imagine Akpabio giving you the spar, just imagine to be a very wonderful scene. But it's not that I am encouraging it, but since they are close to it, just mark my words, it's a matter of time they'll get to that level. A group of women have stormed a bar in the Sagana Muhanga County of Kenya. According to the women, they are doing this just because a waitress who works with the bar allegedly sleeps with their husband. According to the women, a whole lot of their husbands and sons don't even come home for as long as 1 week. Wow. Okay, this made a big resistance from the men who shoved their wives just to make sure they didn't get access into the bar. The bar owner had to sack the waitress because he couldn't watch his business failing right before his eyes. Wow. But seriously, how will one woman be sleeping with all your husbands and sons? Something is not correct in this issue. Because it would have been very understandable when you say, okay, some women in the bar, maybe they run a club or probably it's a hotel, but a bar with one waitress versus all your husbands and sons, there's something you're not telling us. Except there is something else that we just don't know. Alright, so that's all on the news for today. Let's just go through the headlines again. United Nations agencies call for ban on female virginity testing. Akpabio and Saraki clash over Senate sitting position. Kenyan women kick against bar attendant who allegedly sleeps with their husbands. ULAFF Today will be right back after the break. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back. It's still ULAFF Today. You know, as human beings, we go through a lot of stress. Day in, day out, we keep hustling and bustling, trying to make ends meet. And while we're trying to make money, we are still trying to maintain good health. So, in the economy of today, how can you balance good health with money making and just still be fine? So that's why I have a guest on the program today, somebody who is going to dissect everything you need to know about wellness, about how to make money and still be alive, so that you can have the life to spend the money. So we have with us today a consultant, a sports coach, somebody who is deep with knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet Dr. Billy Usani. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Nice having you on the show today.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Okay, so we have so much put together because our viewers definitely need to hear a lot of things today.
Yeah.
From wellness to fitness to dieting to nutrition. All right, so let's just pick it up. Okay, so Dr. Billy Usani,
Yeah.
you're into a whole lot of wellness enterprise generally.
Yeah.
What aspect of wellness do you handle?
So I actually am what you call an integrative clinician.
Integrative.
So when we say integrative, we mean we are picking the best of all of the modalities of healthcare.
Oh.
So when you talk about modalities, you have complementary, you have alternative, you have traditional. You understand?
See, I would advise you bring out your pen because it's going to be very...
And then you have the orthodox.
Oh, wow.
You understand? The orthodox medical practice, which is what I'm trained in. So I'm originally a medical doctor.
Oh.
I went to medical school, qualified as a physician.
Wow.
You understand? Did some years of postgraduate training in internal medicine. Worked in public health for some years. Okay, so all of those NGOs, international NGOs like WHO, FHI, and all that I've worked for.
Wow.
Yeah, so I've worked in all of those places. But I specialize in sport and exercise medicine. Do you understand?
Okay,
Yeah.
sport and exercise medicine, like
Yeah,
using sports as and exercise as medicine.
No. Actually, exercise is medicine.
Oh.
Yes, so that is a trend now, a growing trend in the world. So if you Google exercise is medicine, a lot of things will pop up. Do you understand? So exercise is actually medicine. Just like the father of medicine himself, the great Greek philosopher called Hippocrates.
Oh, okay.
He is the father of modern day medicine the way we know it now.
Oh.
Yes. One of the profound statements he made many centuries ago was that you should eat your food like medicine, so that you won't have to eat medicines like food.
Wow. All right, so sorry to cut you in now. Now, let's pick it up from exercise now.
Yes.
A lot of people have this fit farm mentality. There is a lot of, everywhere you go now, everybody is forming fit farm. You know, you see people posting pictures on Instagram like, the six packs is here.
Yeah.
You know, everybody is trying to show that they are doing exercise. Now, how necessary is this whole fit farm? Because for someone like me, see, I've tried press up, like, I don't come and kill myself. I didn't offend anyone. So, how necessary is this whole fit farm thing?
All right, so my simple, straightforward answer for a start would be that exercise is absolutely necessary if you want to be as healthy and as productive as possible as a human being.
For everybody.
For everybody. But let me explain. Now, when you deconstruct life and existence to its lowest levels, what you find is energy.
Oh.
Yeah, do you understand? And there are three pillars of energy. Okay, and we call those pillars fuel, movement, and recovery.
For movement and recovery.
Yeah, so when we talk about fuel describes everything that has to do with food, nutrition, supplements, drugs for high performance people. Movement is exercise. Exercise comes under movement. Do you understand? So you can be asleep, but your body is still moving because your blood is flowing, your heart is beating. Do you understand?
So that means when I'm sleeping, I'm already doing exercise.
You're doing exercise because there's something called basal metabolic rate. There's an amount of energy you burn at rest, and that energy is close to almost 70% of the food you consume.
Wow.
Yeah.
So in fact, the most important one is for me is when you say if I'm sleeping, I'm doing exercise.
You're burning energy.
So if anybody tells me I do exercise, I should just remind them
that
I slept.
Yeah, you slept, yes. But let me explain, let me take it further. Do you understand? So there is what we call the movement continuum. So you have extreme movement and no movement. Perceptible movement. Wow. So like I said, your body can be at rest, but your heart is beating, blood is flowing, things are happening, you are alive. You understand? Movement is what makes an organism alive. Do you understand? Yes. But if you want to operate, it's not just like saying that a car was made to move you from point A to point B. That is what that car exists for. That's the purpose of that car. So if that car doesn't move from point A to point B, it has negated the purpose for which it was created. So, but there are different types. So there's what we call form, function, and environment. So you can have a snail, okay, a tortoise, and you can have a cheetah. They all move, but they move according to their purpose, according to what they are designed to do.
Because when we see a snail running,
we need to
something
exactly. But no, a snail has its own running that you won't understand.
No, what I mean is that when you see a snail running like a rabbit, then something is wrong.
Because it wasn't designed that way. But a snail still needs to exercise. Okay. Do you understand? So exercise is extreme movement. So physical activity like walking. So you can have physical activity. Everything is movement. But for you to make something exercise, it needs to obey what we call the FIT principle. FITT. F for frequency. I for intensity. T for time. Yeah, the duration we need to do. And then the type of exercise you're doing. So there are 3 types of exercise. So aerobics, resistance, and flexibility. So these are the 3 main types of exercise.
So in short, exercise and the fit farm world is meant for everybody. Everybody should be involved at
some level. So young, old, middle-aged.
There's something designed for everybody.
Something designed for you. All you need is just the know-how. If you have a coach or if you have somebody who has the know-how to be able to put you through, then it's necessary.
All right, now let's go a bit into nutrition.
Yes.
A lot of people have this craziness about they want to slim down.
Exactly.
Like, in fact, the easiest drug to sell now from research, if you want, is to say, okay, I have this drug and to make you lose 10 kg in 3 hours. And people don't even... Now, can you be fat and fit? Or is it necessary? Is it compulsory? Is there a rule that governs that, okay, everybody must look like me?
No, not necessarily. So I made a comment earlier. I said there's a principle of what we call form and function.
Okay.
Do you understand? So an antelope does something. An elephant does something, but they are designed for different things. Do you understand? So healthy for an elephant will be different from healthy for an antelope. Do you understand?
But for human beings now.
For human beings, there are 3 body types. You have what we call an ectomorph, a mesomorph, and an endomorph. Do you understand? So an ectomorph is somebody who has a high metabolism. No matter what they eat, they will always look like you. Wow. Slim. You know, their metabolism is high. It's a genetic.
Oh, that's the way they were designed.
That's the way they were designed. Genetic predisposition.
Wow.
Do you understand? So whether he exercises or not, he looks like this. Like now, you say doing press ups.
No, nothing has changed. Nothing. I look for 6 pack. I didn't see.
It's your design. There are mesomorphs. People like Usain Bolt, an athlete. The Rock. All those kind of guys. They are muscular. They are active. Yeah, they have the 6-pack. That's the mesomorph. You have the endomorph. Guys that are a little bit on the heavy side, you understand? No matter what they do, they may not slim down. They can if they know the right things to do. You understand? So there are all these differences.
What's the
chances are higher if they know what to do. So they can use their nutrition, what we call fuel, to twist their metabolism to a fat burning state so that they can burn fat. Now there's something called body composition. Do you understand? So it is not about the fat, it's about where the fat is, the position of the fat in the body. So things like abdominal fat are not healthy for you, no matter who you are. There are people who are called obese but slim. Do you understand? They are very slim.
Obese but slim? Okay, they are slim, but they just have it in their abdomen.
In the abdomen. So it's causing like a go slow in their. That's the best way to describe it.
Definitely.
Like in their vital organs and all of that. Because this is where the vital organs are. So abdominal fat is actually dangerous to your health. Do you understand here? So it's all about the body composition and then the kind of metabolism you have based on your genetics.
Sorry to cut you. So are we saying people should not be really worried when they are fat on the fat side? Like, could it just be that they are...
They should be worried under some circumstances.
Okay.
If it's not running in your genes, if people in your family are not very fat.
And you from nowhere, you just became...
Yes, so maybe poor eating habits, stress, then some hormonal imbalances. Sometimes maybe you took a drug or you got treated for something and your hormones went haywire, then you can start storing fat. That kind of thing. Some people who have some kinds of injuries that have to be on steroids, maybe people who are asthmatic, they're on steroids for a long time, they can accumulate fat. You see them, they become fat based on that hormonal imbalance. So there are many, you need to be diagnosed. You need
to know why you're fat.
You need to know why you're fat, so don't take the law into your hands. Without, it's knowledge that helps you. You need to be knowledgeable about that particular.
Okay, I still have Dr. Billy Usani in the building, and we've been looking at health, wellness. For those of you that you have invested so much, just because you want to look like me, you're envying my stature. You want to just see, you don't know the way you were created. Just take it. So we'll right back after the break to discuss more with him. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back. It's still ULAFF Today, and I still have Dr. Billy Usani in the building, and we've been talking about health, wellness, Fit Farm, a whole lot of things. So in case you're just joining us, don't worry, you're still gonna enjoy some other part of the show. All right. So now talking about balanced diet. Now,
yes,
I know those of you who work in the health sector, you emphasize, okay, even if we're children, we learn eat balanced diet, carbohydrate, protein. Now, a place like Lagos, Lagos is one of the busiest cities in the world. Now, technology has taken over a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
How do you eat two things now? How do you eat balanced diet in a very busy city like Lagos? And how do you eat from time to time? Like, how do you eat? How do you have a good schedule for eating?
Yes.
Because a lot of people leave their work, they leave their homes as early as 4 a.m. So how do you make all these things work for you? And you still want to eat well?
Yes, it's possible. You see, there's something we call is the concept of mindful eating. Mindful eating. Yes.
Eating.
Where your attention goes, that's where your focus is, and that's where your energy flows. And like I said, energy has to do with everything that has to do with life, even money. Where your money goes to is where your attention is where where your treasure is. So mindful eating says that you need to know why you are eating. When you know the why of something, it gives you an internal motivation so that regardless of the obstacles you face, like the Lagos scenario, you understand, where you have to get up at 4 a.m. to hit the road, there are things you can do to counteract that when you know why you're supposed to be eating at the right time and what you should be eating. Do you understand? Then when you finish the why, there is the what you should eat. You need to know
your why will lead you to your what.
Yeah, exactly. You need to know your why first, then your why gets you to your what.
I think the why should even be to stay alive now.
To stay alive. Yeah, exactly. Basically, but there
are still other whys.
Yeah, there are still other whys. You understand? There are still other whys, but that's deeper. We'll spend the whole day.
Definitely, every why. Even the way letter Y is, it has branches. So definitely the why has to. Yeah. So the why, the what.
The what. So the what has to do with the ingredients of your food. That's what we call nutrients. Nutrients are the building blocks of the body. So you have carbohydrates, you have proteins, you have fats, you have minerals, you have vitamins, you have water. So these are the main components. We call them macro and micronutrients. Do you understand? So the carbo, the protein, the fats are the macronutrients. That's what you are mostly see on your plate. Do you understand? They are easy to identify. The micronutrients come from things like fruits, vegetables, and then maybe you take them as supplements sometimes. So vitamins and minerals.
Now, sorry to cut you.
Yes.
All of this, talking about fruits and all of those things.
Yes.
In a place like Lagos, these things don't come. This is a metropolis.
Yes.
No, people really do agriculture in it. Now, the challenge of getting these things fresh
Yes.
is even there on its own. So how do you keep up?
I can tell you it's not a challenge because even right here, you both live in this city, but I eat my fruits every morning. It's just what I call mindfulness. If you know, yes, because Lagos.
So that's why the fact that you live in Lagos,
yes,
you get your
I
fruits.
get my fruits because
Wow.
I know where to go. You understand? Lagos is a metropolis. There are several needs. You understand? So it's a big consumer city. You understand? Everything gravitates here. So even if agriculture is not going on here, but
There's a lot
because
of
of
people
the
that
population,
they
yes,
bring it in.
They bring it in.
And
so
you know
need
where to get
you
it.
need to know where to. I'm going to get it for cheap, so that it's not as
No,
if
the chip is very important because you cannot kill yourself.
yes, because of, do you understand? So it's mindfulness. When you know what to do, like I just said, from your why you go to your what, you will be able to navigate all of these obstacles and challenges. You understand? So it can be done. It can be done. It's just, for instance, now, that's why we preach to corporate organizations and say, look, you guys are living a busy lifestyle, CEOs, your employers, and all of that. It takes energy to be productive. You understand?
So you need to eat well.
Yeah, you need to eat well. So that's why I was telling you about fuel, movement, and recovery. So people need to know this concept and how it relates to their daily life.
Wow.
Do you understand? And it also relates to how disease comes. It's not, not knowing how to manage energy. Energy is what leads to disease at the end of the day. Exactly.
Wow.
You understand?
All right. So there's this other thing I want to get right.
Yeah.
A lot of people think they can do so much. They can be productive without eating much. Because someone like me, I say like, okay, I've been doing my work. I've been delivering my targets, working on my goals, and I eat. Do you think it's still going to have an effect on the long run?
It's a myth because one, you're still young, so your shock absorbers can take the stress.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like saying you just bought a Mercedes-Benz E350 brand new. 2 weeks, you can drive it and then you can hit Kano and come back that same day. Do you understand? But when that car has done 2 years, 5 years, can you still do that Kano and come back if you're not maintaining it as the manufacturer said you should?
They will tow you to
They will tow you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So our bodies, as they are, mine is multi-dimensional. You understand? So you have spirit, mind, emotions wired into a body. So this body is the vehicle you use, your mind needs. So that productivity, you still need all the ideas, all the skills you have reside in your mind, but you still need your body. You still need energy to bring out that skill as work. Do you understand? So not eating is a myth. After a while, that's what leads to disease. That's what leads to aging. You understand? Premature aging. That's what leads to chronic disease.
So skipping meals
is bad.
Wow.
That's the truth. Let's just call it spade a spade. It's a terrible thing. It's just like saying you want to drive your car from here to Kecho and you don't want to branch at the filling station and put fuel. What will happen? Or the oil has shot. You understand? You lay hands instead of putting oil, fresh oil, or the right specified oil for that vehicle. Do you understand? So those are the things. It's a myth. You know, when people are young, they get away with a lot of things.
Yeah,
once you cross 40, that's when it begins to tell. That's when you start hearing hypertension, arthritis, not knowing it was that lifestyle of not eating, skipping meal that led to that. Yeah, because the shock absorbers are now gone. Wow. Just like in a car, you drove the car off. So a car that somebody drives Sunday, and that same car that somebody uses as taxi, and is not maintaining it like for the amount of pressure and stress that car is going through. Do you understand? You need to balance it.
All right. So I know this topic is something that if we spend 2 hours, we will just be there. But still, just before you go, there's this argument that came up on social media a while ago, where a lady, a guy broke up with a lady in a relationship based on the fact that she ate 4 eggs at a go. And I was like, who does that? Like, this is. So eggs in particular, because I know this is a generation that feeds on junks. We do this is the Twitch generation. We do shawarma. We do. In fact, our ladies they brag with it. Our pizza, our shawarma, So what's the effect of eggs? To start with 4 eggs? It's 4 eggs for just one person.
I will shock you. I will say it's not a bad thing. That's a shock.
Auntie, you are released the river, so 4 eggs.
4 eggs. I am telling you, one egg. If you read up on egg as a nutrient or as a food, egg is the most complete food. Wow. So in egg you have carbohydrates, you have vitamins, you have proteins, you have minerals. In egg, a complete egg. So that is why it is the egg that forms another organism. So to get a chicken, you need to lay an egg. It is that egg that transforms to a chicken. So if it doesn't have all those elements,
wait, what you are saying is that our teachers were lying when they told us egg was just protein.
Yeah, they didn't know.
See, I'm going to collect my school fees back.
They didn't know much better, but it's predominantly protein, but it still has all of that things. So it's complete. So you can actually eat egg. In fact, that's what I prescribe for busy people. Go on eggs, be on eggs. So you can do eggs and orange juice if you're on the run or a smoothie. Do you understand? So this is current science. I need to blow your...
Dr. Billy, we really need to let you go now because time is not really on the side. Yeah. Looking at the quantity and the quality of what you were giving us today, I really find it so difficult to put an end to this conversation. But there's nothing we can do. There's a time now money. Okay, so that's Dr. Billy Usani on the show. I know you guys have learned so much. So for those that want to connect with you on social media, how can they connect with you?
So on Twitter, you can find me at Dr. Bill Well Coach. I'm also on Instagram as Billy Usani, and then I'm also on Facebook as Billy Usani. So you can interact with me. You can reach out to me through those media.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for being a part of the show. So glad. In fact, now you have done deliverance for a lot of people. You don't even know what you have done to some life. But until you to take it clear, that does not mean you should go home and eat it. 12 eggs. I'll settle quarrel. All right, so thank you so much. Before you go on the show, there's this segment we call Crack a Nut. It's a very simple thing. So the nut you're going to crack is just very direct. Okay, it just completes the statement. You don't teach an old dog dash.
New tricks.
A new trick. All right, you got me on that. All right, thank you so much, Dr. Billy Usani. Nice having you on the show. Have a pleasant day.
My pleasure.
All right.
Pleasure. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys just right after the break. Keep watching ULAFF Today and don't go nowhere. Welcome back to ULAFF Today. Hope you had a great time with Dr. Billy Usani. See, if we actually gave Dr. Billy the whole year, there's so much to talk about fitness, wellness. But you see, now they've given you license to be eating 4 eggs. Don't think you cannot. I pity you. If you go and meet a hustling guy, somebody that is trying to put his feet on the ground, and you go to his house, you think you can fry 4 eggs. Don't say it was on this show you had it. It's just for you. When you are living on your own in your house, you can do as you like. All right. So before we call it a wrap on the show today, we need to do the word on marble. Those deep, inspiring words always coming from the depth of my heart, from me to you, coming fresh and hot. So what's the word on marble for today? I'm pretty sure your pens are ready. You're ready to write this down. Okay, it goes like this. No one makes omelets without breaking eggs. No one makes omelets without breaking eggs. The moral of it is just you have to go through the process to be successful. There is a process to everything. Seriously. Imagine trying to make an omelet without breaking eggs. You are wasting your time. So that's all on the show for today. Don't forget you can watch a repeat episode on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, ULAFF TV, ULAFF TV. You can see the handle running on your screen. And also, our Instagram handle still remains the same, ULAFF TV, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. The handles are still the same. You can see them running on your screen. I still remain your friend, your brother, your personal person. My name is Shegun Akiona. They call me No Trespass, to the NOTRESPA to the double Z. You can follow me on social media at No Trespass on that same handle, NOTRESPA double Z. I love you guys so much. Just keep spreading positive vibes only. Positive vibes only. See you next time. Bye-bye.